So you know how we were complaining about the Porsche Taycan's prices being so expensive?
Yes, I mean, who has an extra $160,000 lying around?
Well, now Porsche has announced a more affordable base version.
Oh, sweet. So we're talking like, I don't know, like 50,000,
A little higher.
60,000,
A little higher.
$70,000.
$103,800. That's for the smaller battery pack, and then $110,000 for the Performance Battery Plus pack. So let's see what you get.
Okay.
For the base price, you get a 79.2 kilowatt hour pack that gives you 363 kilometers or 225 miles of range. For the Performance Battery Plus, you get the same size battery as you got in the Turbo, which is a 93.4 kilowatt hour pack, but they've limited it to 420 kilowatts of power versus 560 kilowatts for the Turbo version.
And that's the kilowatts that are going to the motor.
Right. So
Okay.
you get a range, though, which is higher. You get a 413 kilometer or 257 mile range, and you still get 270 kilowatts of charging capacity.
The two base versions both get a 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 4 seconds, a top speed of 250 kilometers an hour. They are going to arrive in Europe in January of 2020 and the U.S. in late spring 2020.
My question is, how did they get the cost down with the same battery?
Right. I mean, it's a $50,000 difference roughly from the base turbo price to the Performance Plus battery,
Right.
which is the mid-tier, lower size battery. Calling it Performance Plus, it's hard to wrap your head around, but I think they either went for smaller motors or they went for some kind of different battery chemistry.
Do you think it's possible they software limited it like Tesla does sometimes?
I mean, they could. It doesn't behoove them really because you're just losing profit margin, but if it gets you to sell more cars...
Yeah, but maybe later you talk someone into software unlocking it.
I suppose you could. I mean, I suppose it would improve your 0 to 60 time and the performance. Yeah, it's possible. Again, you know, it's nice that the Taycan now is at a lower price point, but it is still, to me, at a very similar price point. Like, I imagine someone who's ready to ante up $110,000 plus all of the, you know, the premium features that they want to add, like passenger screen
Right.
and the leather seats and the, you know, all the things you'd really need if you wanted to have it be a Porsche. I think that you're still going to be looking at $130,000. To
Right.
me, there's not much of a difference between that and someone who's going to buy a $160,000, $180,000, $200,000 car. I think it's the same, you know, approximate person. It's just whether they're like on a budget or something. You know, most people aren't going to be like, oh, good, it's only $104,000.
Right.
I think now I'm interested. Thanks so much for watching this Now You Know clip.
Head over to Now You Know channel for full episodes of Tesla Time news and in depth.
And if you want to treat yourself and your family to something amazing, check this out.
Jesse and I have been enjoying Masterclass, where we've been learning all sorts of fun topics from the masters themselves.
Yeah, business leadership skills from Bob Iger. Yeah, that Bob Iger.
Jazz from Herbie Hancock.
Basketball from Steph Curry. Yeah, that Steph Curry.
And so many more.
Click the link down below to support our channel and experience what it's like to learn from the masters at Masterclass.